Oh, good morning, Yankees universe. Welcome back to another episode of the Yankees Morning Brew. We are going to chop it up momentarily with myself and my host, Todd, aka TC Stills, right after the intro. Good morning, YouTube. KOD Nation, stand up. Yankees Universe, stand up. And all you DJs, wake up and get your coffee. Welcome back to another episode of the Yankees Morning Brew on this Tuesday, April 18th. I am your guy, Hector. And like always, I'm joined by my guy, Todd, a.k.a. TC Stills. TC, what it do, baby?
It's all good. Tuesday morning, very nice out. Birds are chirping and the Yankees are playing good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, bro. The weather is a little bit up and down over here on the East Coast, but besides that, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's give a shout out real quick to the chat. We got G-Man for life in the building. G-Man, what it do, my guy? Salute. My guy Jonathan's in the building. Anthony Medina's in the building. Hey, yo, Anthony, what it do?
How you doing?
How you doing? My guy James Cook is in the building. Of course, we had the legendary Jiggerman Porto in the building. Mr. Steve Schumann's in the building. Stevie Pooh. Hope all is well. But TC, we had a nice little weekend over here. You know, the Yankees, they kind of crapped the bed when it comes to the first two games of this 4-game series. But at the same time, we were able to take the last two games, split the 4-game series. When you look at the Yankees overall, we won the first 4 series, split this series, and we're feeling pretty good. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good now. That it was a tale of two series basically. The first two games, the first game for sure, that was a throwaway with the Brito giving up 9 runs in the first. The second game was a heartbreaker, but we came back, bounced back. Herman pitched an excellent game on Saturday, and then Sunday we had the masterpiece Gerrit Cole.
Yes,
and we split the series, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, same. You know, before we continue, Li Yankee King is in the building. Li, what it do? Salute. If you guys can, please hit that like button for the boys. It helps us out tremendously with the algorithm over here onto YouTube, right? We got 12 people in the building. Hit that like button so more people can join us for the conversation. But no, I gotta agree with you. The first game. After that first inning, I had to turn it off. Right, I couldn't watch the game. I was just listening to Pete, having fun in the chat. So that was my entertainment that Friday night. Right,
props to Pete for up
props
that
to
game.
Pete. Props to my guy Pete. Also, too, later on today on NYYNewsTV, my man Pete Simonetti will be calling the game with Scott Braun and with Eric Kratz from Foul Territory. Make sure you guys go over there, watch the watch along, support our guys from Foul Territory. Yeah. Like I've been saying, they're going to be helping us out during the season. Those are amazing gentlemen over there. The Big Japple's in the building. Ayo, Japple, what it do? Talking about somebody who plays amateur baseball, make sure you guys go follow my guy, the Big Japple. He's on both YouTube and IG. I found him on IG, but shout out to my man, the Big Japple. Mitchell Fernandez is in the building. Mitchell, what it do? But yeah, shout out to Pete for holding it down game 1, helping us Yankee fans be entertained. Game 2, it was a heartbreaker, but at the same time, it felt kind of weird because I want to have this conversation with you, TC. Yeah. Why was Clay Holmes in the 8th inning?
I don't know. That was a head scratcher for me. I don't know what Boone was thinking there. You know, the bullpen had been rested. Clay Holmes hadn't pitched for a couple of days, so you know, I think also it had to do with the lineup coming up. It was all righty lineup. and he felt that it was a good matchup. But it got away from Clay Holmes, and the sinker wasn't sinking, and unfortunately, that was the outcome. We lost, and everybody's calling for Clay Holmes to be taken out of the closer role, and
which
he's
it's
the fall guy.
warranted. It's warranted frustration because we've seen it. He's it's like a tightrope act when it comes to Clay Holmes. But if I'm Aaron Boone, why I'm not putting him in the 8th inning? We have other arms that we could have gone to, like you said, arms with rested, right? We could have used Ron Marinaccio. He didn't pitch in the game before in that blowout game. If this is the 8th inning, we got to go with Ron Marinaccio. I'm not trying to find any excuses for Clay Holmes whatsoever. But if you are mentally prepared every day to be the closer, and they're having you come into the 8th inning, they're messing up your rhythm, right? You probably wasn't ready to come in the 8th inning. You was probably getting ready to start warming up, not coming into the game in the 8th inning. But like I said, not trying to find any excuses, because the way that Clay Holmes has been pitching from last year, so now there's no excuses. We need to go out there and find a closer for this team.
Right. No, that's a fact. That has to be done either now or at the deadline. I mean, that's going to hold us up. I mean, the bullpen as a whole has been excellent. I like what Boone has actually made some good decisions with the bullpen, keeping them rested, keep it, not over.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yeah, not overusing them. Even with that first game, I thought, oh, there goes the bullpen, but he used Hamilton and Brewer. Unfortunately, Brewer's gone, but he managed it well, got through it. IKF threw a scoreless inning. I mean, what do you? Maybe we found a role for him. Maybe
Shohei Ohtani, move over. We got a new two-way player. So move over.
Guy, but Clay Holmes. It's unfortunate. I hope he gets it together. I'm pulling for the guy. I like his stuff. It's just he's inconsistent.
Like, this is one thing I want to point out. And shout out to my man, the Big Japple. This is why it's good to have some people that are actually amateurs, that actually play the sport of baseball, right? Myself, it's easy for me to be a couch coach and just talk about it from my couch, right? But the Big Japple, he talked about it yesterday on the Pinstripe Post. Make sure you guys go follow them. Last night, but his two-seamer is running. It's not sinking, and it's staying up in and above the strike zone. That's a great point, the Big Japple, because when it comes to Clay Holmes, he is dominant when his sinker is sinking, not when it's moving left to right. It's dominant when it's moving north to south, not east to west, right? And that's what Clay Holmes has to figure it out. I'm not sure if it's a gripping issue. I'm not sure if he's not being able to hold the ball precisely how he wants to, or how he was in the early part of last season. I'm just not sure what it is with Clay Holmes. But at the end of the day, even with the struggles from Clay Holmes, even with the struggles from the starting pitching and the bullpen in that game 1 versus Minnesota, the Yankees bullpen right now is ranked 2nd in all of baseball when it comes to ERA. The starting rotation is ranked as 4th in all of baseball when it comes to ERA, right? So far in the beginning part of the season, so far so good. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because it was the same thing that happened last year. Last year, Jameson Taillon was looking like he was going to be competing for a Cy Young, right, last year to start off the season, and everything the wheels fell off of the carriage as the season progressed, right? So let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but it is a good sign to point to. Hopefully good things come from it. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah. I mean, to be ranked 4th right now with 3 guys on the IL, I mean, with Sevy, Rodon, and Montas, I mean, it's unbelievable. With Schmidt, Brito, and Herman, and we're 4th. I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, Cole is just dominating, and that's exactly what we need out of him. And Nestor, of course, he's Mr. Consistent too. He's helping out Cole, trying to keep us in ball games. And without those two, I don't know. I think we're in last place, honestly.
Well, you got to love the start that Gerrit Cole is having, and I'll bring it up momentarily. Before we do that, shout out to the chat. Mikey Maz is in the building with the Fortran Express. How you doing? My guy Tyler Tabbitt's in the building. Tyler, how you doing? Alan Landsman's in the building. Alan, how you doing, my guy? Hope all is well. Hope you guys all enjoyed your weekend. Talking about the weekend as well. One thing that stood out to me over this weekend, baseball every year they do it well. The memorial for Jackie Robinson, the day that they take for Jackie Robinson, where the players, they all wear number 42. What was amazing also, that if you're a video game head, like I'm a video game head, MLB The Show, right? MLB The Show, they had it that every player in the video game was wearing number 42. And I thought that was amazing. Whether you was playing online, whether you was playing your franchise, whether you was just playing one-on-one, right? The one-on-one competition with your friends was amazing, wearing number 42. And I think that was a good thing for baseball to do. We got a few people in the chat. We got my guy, Pete Simonetti, NYY News TV. What it do? Salute, salute, salute.
Pete.
KC Fun Time is in the building. KC, how you doing? Jonathan is in the building. Hey, yo, Jonathan, my guy. I know you've been watching the Knicks game, Jonathan. I know you're geared into the Knicks playoffs, right? It's so good. Even Pete is hitting us up. The Knicks are winning, right? When Pete is watching the NBA, you know things are pretty good. We got our guy Jason from 161 River Ave in the building. How you doing?
What's up, Jason? They're all in the watch along. I see you in the watch along with you, you and Jigga watching the Knicks.
Yeah. No, it was shout out to the guy, the twin Bills, Alex and Luca. We was on their channel doing the watch along. We're gonna be tonight as well on their channel as well with the watch along. So shout out to Alex and Luca for giving us that invite. It was a great time. It was me, myself, Jigga, Luca, Alex was in the chat, and Donald from Pinstripe Chronicles. It was a good watch along.
Was that Alex doing the play-by-play?
No, it was Luca doing the play-by-play. Alex was just in the chat going back and forth.
That is, I'll tell you what, I went to broadcasting school. I did play-by-play for basketball, and that's not easy. And he did an excellent job. Excellent job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The way that Luca is able to call a game, you can tell that he has some type of training for it. Right, whether whichever level it is, you can tell he has some preparations for it. Shout out to Luca. The way he calls the game is amazing. He has something there. He has something special there. Hopefully he continues it, whether the Knicks advance in the playoffs or not. That's something that Luca needs to be doing. He needs to be calling the games because he is so good at calling the NBA games. The Big Jappo, let me check this out real quick. A bold take coming in. Gerrit Cole is not only the best starting pitcher in the league right now, but he is destined to be the best Yankees pitcher of all time. We've had a talent like this at the helm. Whoa, those are big words right there, Jappo. And I may have some stats to support you with that one. Give me a second. Gerrit Cole is the first Yankees pitcher to record a sub-ERA, 30-plus strikeouts through his first 4 appearances of the season since 1913.
Wow.
And the only reason it's since 1913 is because 1913 is when they started keeping track of ERA. So they don't even know beforehand. So I'm going to say this again. Gerrit Cole is the first Yankee pitcher to record a sub-ERA of 1, have 30-plus strikeouts through his first 4 appearances since ERA became a stat in 1913. The way that Gerrit Cole has started this season has been amazing. And I think Pete has pointed it out several occasions, whether he's talking with Derek from NYY Recap on Designated Spitters. He pointed it out. The pitch clock, I think it's vital for Gerrit Cole because it keeps him in his head. It keeps him focused. He doesn't have those moments when he's walking around the mound and getting in his head and being his worst enemy. Having that pitch clock there in the back of his mind, he knows he throws it, he gets it back, and he's ready to go. There's no time for any of the in-between stuff. And I think Gerrit Cole is probably the number 1 pitcher that has been benefiting from the pitch clock.
Oh, most definitely. And him and Trevino are working well together. I rarely see him, shake off a sign. I mean, they are locked in.
That's another thing. Yeah.
He knows what he wants to pitch, and he's just dialed in, and it's electric stuff. I mean, it's just unbelievable stuff this year.
Yeah, so, and that's the night and day difference between a catcher like Jose Trevino and a catcher like Gary Sanchez. Right. Gary Sanchez, you wished him the best. It didn't work out here in New York. I never want to wish a negative on anybody. That's just how I am. But you see, there's a stark difference between a catcher who is actually a catcher and somebody who just plays a position just because he doesn't have anywhere else to play. Yeah. And there's a big difference between Trevino and Gary Sanchez and Higashioka as well, because Kyle Higashioka, to start the season offensively, he's been doing his thing.
Yeah.
He has been doing his thing. He's not Higashioka from last year who couldn't hit a ball to save his life. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he has flashes of the power, and he's shown it. He's had some clutch hits already, and it's a good sign. A good sign for a backup catcher to produce like that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hold on. As my guy Jigga Man Portal put in the chat, smash and like, hit that subscribe button for the
The
boys. As we
boy.
continue this conversation, the Big Japple says durability, health, stuff, pitching, the IQ, 200 innings pitched, 200 Ks guaranteed every season, and that's the thing. Knock on wood. I'm gonna keep on knocking on wood while we having this conversation. Gerrit Cole, I'm gonna bring it up right now. Gerrit Cole, since becoming a Yankee, he has made every start. He hasn't missed a start since becoming a Yankee. The durability is there.
Yes.
The man says, "Put me on your back." That's what Gerrit Cole has been since he came here. Now I get it. Last year, people were up and down with him because of the home run balls, and you have rightfully so, right? We didn't pay $300 million for Gerrit Cole to come over here and be a pitcher that has an ERA 3.50. We didn't pay for that. We paid for him to be an ace. And what we're seeing right now is ace-like dominance from Gerrit Cole. Go ahead, TC.
Yeah, definitely. I think last year he was distracted by everyone saying, "Oh, it's the spider tack," and I think it got in his head. It's a mental game with him because he'll, like I said, with walking around the mound and not, thinking about everything, second guessing himself. He's got that in his head. Oh, I'm not living up to my contract, and it just eats at him. This year he gets on the mound and he's like, okay, try to hit it. I'm done with playing around this year. This is my year. I'm gonna shove it in your face. He's not even on anybody's top 10 pitchers list this year, which is a disgrace. This guy, he's gonna blow away everyone. He's gonna win the Cy Young Award if he keeps this up, and he's gonna prove everybody right that this is I deserve this the contract that I'm getting, and I'm the number one pitcher in the league.
And this is another point that my brother Pete Simonetti has made several times, and it's something that I have said several times. This was the first offseason that was just a regular offseason for Gerrit Cole. True. When we signed him in 2019, when he was going into 2020, it was the pandemic. It was lockdown, right? 2021 was coming back off of the pandemic. You had the protocols, the mask, whatever.
Yeah.
Last year, coming into last year's from last year's off season to start the season, it was the lockout, right? So this is the first time he actually had a full off season to get his work in, right? And having the pitch clock on top of that, it's done wonders for Gerrit Cole. Because Gerrit Cole, when he's out there, he just wants to pitch. He just wants to get the ball back and throw. He doesn't want any of those antics in between. And as somebody like myself who suffers from ADHD, having that structure helps you out a lot. And I'm not saying that's what Gerrit Cole has, not saying that whatsoever. But I'm saying for me, as somebody who does deal with that, having the structure set in place, it works wonders for you, right? So Gerrit Cole having that pitch clock out there, I think has been super beneficial from him, right? 19 Con Man in the building said we need Loizaga, Canely, and Lou Trevino back ASAP. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need Canely back. That was our big offseason acquisition. Lou Trevino was amazing for us last year when we got him. He was the only thing good about that Frankie Montas trade. My man Jonathan said, when is the next open? It'll be this Thursday. This Thursday will be the next open panel. It's going to be a special Thursday. I may have a guest lined up for that Thursday morning right before the open panel. I just mums the word right now. But also, that same day on that Thursday, I will be at Yankee Stadium in the Delta Skybox. Not just myself, but I'll be joined with my brothers, Jigga Man Porto and Phil Porto. The Knicks Morning Brew will be in the building at Yankee Stadium, and you will catch us running around New York City while the Knicks are in the playoffs. It's going to be a crazy weekend for us.
Wow. New York, look out. Watch out for these guys.
Watch out, New York City, because it's going to be crazy. We got some more news as well. Talking about injuries with Trevino, Canely, and Loizaga, we got another one. And it's that normal time of the year where we get prepared for Giancarlo Stanton to go on the IL. Yankees placed Giancarlo Stanton on the IL. They are awaiting the MRI results. Aaron Boone doesn't want to speak on how long he think he will be out, but I've seen people online, the Ken Rosenthal's, the people with the blue check marks, talking about anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. So I'm gonna ask you, TC, how are you feeling about this news, and also how do you think the Yankees can handle it with him being out for the entire month, possibly?
Yeah, it's unfortunate news because he did get off to a good start. I mean, he's banging the ball all over. He's got 4 home runs. I think he
Tyler
leads.
Tabbitt says 4 to 6 weeks. Oh
Yeah,
God, so a month to a month and a half. Thank you,
yeah,
Tyler.
yeah. I'm actually thinking it's probably closer to 6 to 8 weeks. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see him back until maybe closer to the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think we'll make do. I mean, we brought up Peraza. I mean, Boone's apparently not too high on Peraza. He's gonna send him down as soon as Donaldson comes back,
I don't
which
know
is
why.
yeah,
I don't know why.
clueless. I don't know, but I think we'll be okay. Frenchie Cordero's been stepping up. We have Calhoun. We have we can put a couple different guys in the DH. But the outfield with Cordero in right, Judge in center, and Cabrera in left, I think will be just fine. Again, it's unfortunate, and it happens every year. I don't know what this guy. His legs just tighten up when he's not moving. I think he needs like a treadmill or elliptical in the dugout or something to get his legs moving, because every single year it's a leg injury. It's crazy.
I don't know what it is. Tyler Tabbitt said it's a grade 2 strain.
Yeah.
Man, when it comes to Giancarlo Stanton, I know it's mixed feelings, right, with Stanton. But I think the reason why the Yankees, and bear with me while I say this, people, please don't jump down my throat when I say this. The reason why the Yankees haven't been able to be flexible with the lineup, to be flexible with the payroll, to add certain pieces here and there, it's because of Big G.
Yeah.
It's because of that contract. It's because of the fact that he has to be the DH. He can't play the outfield because he gets injured, right? So the fact that we have to stick with him in the outfield, I think that's what hurt us the most. The payroll flexibility that we don't have because we have this man on the payroll is what hurt us the most. It made no sense for me when the trade was done to trade for Giancarlo Stanton in 2018, especially when you had Aaron Judge coming off of the season that he had in 2017. It just made no sense for me. And adding Giancarlo Stanton, right, it hurt us the next offseason when Machado and Bryce Harper were free agents, right? Not saying that we could have added both of them with Giancarlo Stanton's money off the books, no, but adding one of them, adding either Machado or Bryce Harper, leaning more towards Bryce Harper because he's a left-handed bat in that lineup. Bryce Harper in Yankee Stadium would have been amazing. The merchandise sales, everything would have been through the roof. You'd have probably been the biggest star in New York City since A-Rod and Jeter. Right. Let's be real, because Bryce Harper, he sells tickets. He's a showstopper, right?
Oh, yeah.
Having him in Yankee Stadium in New York City would have been show-stopping.
Yeah, it's Cashman again getting in the way of himself, trying to be smarter than all these other GMs. I know baseball better than you. It's getting ridiculous. His moves. I know he's made some good moves. He has. Maybe I can count him on one hand, but the terrible moves that tie our hands to behind our back, and where our payroll is tapped out. We can't make a move here or there. It's getting really ridiculous, and I don't know. Unfortunately, we're stuck with Cashman and Boone. So
yeah. Hold on. Adam Landsman says Stanton needs to play in the outfield to increase his conditioning. Stanton has soft tissue issues when it comes with the Marlins. You're right, Hector. Big G is a bad contract that we're stuck with. Absolutely. And that's the thing. We have to have him sometimes play the outfield so he doesn't cramp up, so he can build up his stamina. But when he does play the outfield, he gets hurt. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, the way he moves in the outfield and runs bases, it's 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 ugly to watch, because you just think at any moment he's gonna go down.
And then, like my guy, the Big Japple says, when it comes to his injuries, he goes on the IL, he gets injured, he misses about 2 to 3 weeks, and then when he comes back, he needs about 4 to 8 weeks to get back into the groove. He needs a while to get back into the groove of things. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks. It takes him a week or two to get back into rhythm, and then while he's trying to figure out getting into rhythm, he gets injured again.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's just a terrible situation with him.
Yeah, and KC Funtime, I agree with you. A team that is almost worth $8 billion. Like, this is the one thing that that TC knows. I always take deep dive when it comes to the Yankees financials, right? If you guys ever see that I go missing, just know the Yankees threw me over a river because I keep talking too much, right? But no, I agree. A team that's worth $8 billion shouldn't be trying to navigate themselves like they're a poverty franchise, right? And
that's a head scratcher.
That's a head scratcher right there, right? One thing I gotta just say is that I'm just happy we aren't the Oakland A's, that fan base, because that fan base is struggling right now. And I'm gonna just take a few minutes just to talk about it. I'll get your input, TC. But there should be no reason that ownership group should be allowed to move to Vegas. They're trying to just tap out, and they're just trying to force their way to Vegas. They aren't maintaining the stadium. Right, the stadium was built with taxpayers' funding that they didn't even pay for that stadium. It was paid for by the taxpayers in that area. Right, there's videos around that the maintenance staff in the Oakland Coliseum are literally using duct tape for the steps to take the steps together so people don't bust their rear end trying to go up and down those steps. They're literally using duct tape. What is this? A 5th grade class science fair? What is TC? What is going on?
I don't know. The whole situation reminds me of Major League with the Cleveland Indians trying to move, trying to lose and put a roster together that'll make them, relocate to Florida or wherever they wanted to go. There's no place for that in baseball.
There shouldn't be.
No, and they get money from other major league
from
teams
every other major league team for their payroll,
and they don't put it in the team. That should not be. They have to restructure that, because these other owners are just pocketing this money, and they don't care. They don't care about the fan base. They get what, 5,000 fans a game? I mean, it's ridiculous.
If
you can hear everybody in this.
Listen, we've talked about it. The first, like, the 2 weeks of the World Baseball Classic in Miami alone, not in the other parts, in Miami alone, they sold more tickets and had more fans in Miami for the World Baseball Classic than the 81 games that was played in Oakland, bro. It's
pathetic.
ridiculous. It's pathetic.
Yeah, it really is.
And you know what's going to be sad? You know what's going to be more pathetic is that this cheapskate of an owner, he's going to have another stadium built for him in Las Vegas with taxpayers' money, and he's going to be able to go from one place to another place without even spending any money,
right,
just to make more money.
That shouldn't happen. He should be forced to sell the team. There should never be this, just disgrace for baseball, the way that the A's are operating their team.
Oh yeah, guys, I got a special treat here before we continue the conversation. Shout out to my man Nathan and the NNR Hour, my guy Nathan Ramachandra. He covers the New York Yankees, the Somerset Patriots. I will be out there during the season as well with him to cover the Somerset Patriots. But he had a nice little interview with Jason Dominguez, and I want to throw this up on the screen for you guys. So just listen to this, and we'll be right back for the convo. Jigga, if you could play it. Jig has to play it. If you can press play, my guy.
What was the best part about being at Yankee spring training this year?
Well, for me, the best part is being there. Like, be able to see those guys. Like, I never thought before I would be in the same clubhouse with Josh or Anthony Reese or Donaldson. And that's the best part about it.
Thank you for that, Nathan. I appreciate that. I'm gonna throw it over to you, TC. What's your thoughts on that little comment by Jason Dominguez?
Oh, just being there. I mean, yeah, of course. It's such a thrill. You got to be so grateful to be on a major league field with major league ball players. I mean, that's just not everybody can do that. As a little kid, we all want to, I want to be a baseball player, and to see it come true and to honestly to be with these players on the field, it's just a dream. I think he's just feeling that. He's feeling like it's like a dream come true.
Yeah, and when he was first asked the question by my guy Nathan, he had a little smirk on his face. You know, he wanted to say, "Well, I killed it over there. I should be at the big leagues right now or in AAA." But yeah, just as a young kid, the young age that he is in, being able to rub elbows with Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, other major league players. I'm not going to mention Donaldson because he was just being nice. Other major league players, it has to give you confidence knowing that sometimes that you belong, right? You were able to perform in spring training. You hit over 400. You had 4 home runs. He was killing in the spring training. Now, to start the season in the minors, he's struggling a little bit. I'm not sure if it's just a disappointment. You know, he should have known that he wasn't going to make the major league roster. But what he did do is knock on the door and have himself in the conversation when it comes to August and September. Because if these injuries, they keep piling up, you don't know who may get called up. I saw somebody in the chat that brought up my friend Andres Chaparro, who as well killed it in spring training, but struggled his first 20 at-bats. He only got 2 hits his first 20 at-bats. Those 2 hits were home runs. But ever since then, he's batting .417 with 5 home runs in the minor leagues, right? So ever since his 0 for 20 start, he is on fire down there in the minor leagues. And who knows? You never know what happens during the season. The Yankees may come to a point that they're just going to cut Josh Donaldson, cut this person. You never know. You just got to be able just to wait and just hope and pray.
Yeah, as us fans, we're so desperate to have these guys get cut. You know, especially Hicks and IKF. They got to go, and it's just they're just blocking the way for these guys. And Chaparro, and you know, we got Elijah Dunham out there as well, and you know, Dominguez. He's young. I'll give him some time, but there's, you know, Jake Bowers is on fire. There's guys that are in AAA that are tearing the cover off the ball, and they need to be on this team. But unfortunately, with Boone, he just, I mean, I don't know whose decision it is. I'm sure it's probably Cashman and the gang, but they just refuse to bring these guys up and just go with these bums. It's sad. It's just sad.
It is. You know, we got young guys that are producing down at the farm level. Just give them an opportunity, right? If you have them come up to AAA, do whatever you got to, just give them an opportunity, because you never know what can happen. Look at what the Atlanta Braves do. Every year, it seems like they just pick someone from their minor league system, and that person performs at the big league level. Like if you want to try to imitate a franchise, and this is something that Brian Cashman has been trying to imitate the Tampa Bay Rays when he shouldn't be trying to imitate the Tampa Bay. If you're trying to imitate somebody, look at Atlanta. Look at how the Braves conduct business when it comes to their young players, when it comes to calling them up, when they call them up, when they give them contract extensions. If you want to try to imitate somebody, imitate them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mind-boggling how they and Pete spoke about this earlier. Oswald Peraza. What are they doing with this guy? They're treating him like he's not even a top prospect. They bring him up, send him down, bring him up, send him down. Don't play him. They're messing with this guy's confidence. They are screwing him up, and it's terrible. He is he's probably 2, 3 top prospects on the Yankees.
He's the third highest ranked prospect in the Yankee system.
And he's on the Scranton shuttle, back and forth, back and forth. They're treating him like Estevan Florial, and we all know what they're doing to him.
Yeah, we all know what they're doing to him. But that kid, he has the stuff to be here at the big league level. He has the glove. Doubt. His glove is ready for the big league level. If you're saying that, oh well, Josh Donaldson's our third baseman because his defense is fantastic, you can have Peraza at third base. His glove has already proven that he could play at the big league level when he's at shortstop, when he's at second base in spring training. Put him at third base. What is stopping you from putting him at third base? And like Pete says, it upsets me when you hear how Aaron Boone credits IKF as such a great fielder or a great defensive player. He can't hit a ball to save his life, get it out the infield. He has no pop in that bat.
He was the best shortstop in baseball.
Come on, bro. Come on.
He's not even the best shortstop in
eyes?
Double-A.
No, no way. The fact that he said that was, oh my God, how he said that IKF should have been nominated for a Gold Glove. What? Where?
Not at short.
What eyes are you looking at?
No,
Oh
it's
man.
just, it is. It's
my man Medina.
Sad.
My fault. My man Medina says if they're not going to use Peraza, then trade him. It's not fair to him. That's just wasting his time. Yes, trade him.
Nailed it. Yes.
Trade him and watch him go to another team and win a Gold Glove and be a solid contributor on another team. Watch that. I guarantee you that will happen.
Yeah, they mismanage all these prospects. I don't get it. They're just morons in the front office. That's what they are. I mean,
Tyler Tabitha said, I make harder contact than IKF. My grandmother makes harder contact than IKF, bro. And this lady don't even can't move like that anymore.
I think I can hit a wiffle ball farther than IKF hits a hard ball.
I've been watching kids in Dykeman and Inwood Park on the T-ball have more pop than IKF. No, honestly, there's this young kid that I really go and watch the high school team that's right there that practice. There's this young kid. I nickname him Grande Liga. He's a right-handed hitter. I nickname him the big leagues or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But he has pop on his bat. When I tell you, for a 15-year-old kid, you can tell he's the best player on the team because he's the last one to go. When I tell you that he hits the ball to the other baseball fields that are people playing on. So this kid he's pretty good. I'll probably try to have him on the show. But yeah, watch out for that. I watch out for that because he's a star in the making. I'm not even joking. The pop on and everyone else when the coach is doing batting practice for everyone else is hitting with the metal bat. This kid, the coach makes him hit with the wooden bat. That's how you can tell this kid is special. So I'm going to bring something else up because over the weekend, Rocco Baldelli had an issue with Domingo Germán and whatever was on his hand. I'm going to talk to you about it because we've had the conversation backstage. For me, it was Domingo Germán. He had rosin on his hand, probably had it mixed with a little lotion, whether it was suntan lotion, whatever. And Rocco Baldelli got upset. And the umpire had Domingo Germán. He didn't inject him. He had him wash his hands. Which credit to the umpire because he didn't have any pine tar on his hand. It was just rosin. You're allowed to have rosin on your hand. What's your thoughts on this, TC?
Well, yeah, he was upset because Germán was dominating his team. He was no hitting them through 4, I think, and he had he ended up having I think 11 strikeouts. He was mowing them down, and of course he's obviously cheating, so they go and check him out, but. He just had rosin on his hand, and Baldelli's just upset. He's just upset, and so they check his hand out. He has nothing. They make him wash his hands. I guess he was using the rosin in the dugout as well. So he came out and it still was on his hand. So there's nothing, no cheating going on. It just it made me think he was a poor sport, and he got tossed. So good for him. See you later.
And
showers.
If you're a manager, you're going to try to do whatever you can to try to help your team. I just felt like you said this was just bad taste. You're being a bad sport. You're getting dominated by Domingo Germán. Now, if you're saying, yo, this guy who has a 6+ ERA, how is he dominating us, right? Copy, cool. But he had nothing. And for you to get upset, all right, you want to rally up your troops, you want to inspire them so they could catch that fire to try to do something special. Copy, cool. I just felt it was just Rocco Baldelli who just wanted to be in the locker a bit earlier. That's honestly what it was. Rocco Baldelli the night before, he enjoyed some New York City food. It didn't set well with his stomach, so he wanted an excuse to watch the game from the dugout. I mean, from the back.
I heard that they had veal chop in the visitor dugout.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And shout out to the veal chops over there at the Yankee Stadium. They're pretty good. You got to have a strong stomach for it, though, Rocco. Oh man. My band, the Big Jappos. If anybody wants to see some serious thumping in a lineup, feel free to come and watch the Hudson Hurricanes play. We have doubleheaders every weekend in the city. Jappo, let us know where in the city, or we could just go on the Hudson Hurricanes Instagram, whatever website to find the schedule, because I do want to go watch you guys play. Honestly, I do want to go catch a game with you guys. I do want to get some footage so I could show the people here on YouTube. So Jappo, just let us know, do they have a website, an Instagram, Twitter, where we could just find the schedule and where you guys play? Because I would really love to go catch you guys play, honestly.
Hey, Medina brings up a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's your excuse there? Oh, it's okay for Cole, but not Herman, huh? Okay.
And also too, Baldelli, he got mad at Gerrit Cole. He literally got mad at Gerrit Cole because he threw a changeup over the head of Carlos Correa. And, you know, Carlos Correa didn't have an issue with it. Why are you catching an attitude screaming from the dugout? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll send you our schedule. A lot of our games at Randall's. Copy. Let me know. I love going to Randall's Island. I'm there like every October for Indigenous Peoples Day. So just let me know, Japo. I'll definitely be there. But let's take a trip around the league when it comes to the power rankings. And don't forget, guys, we do have the lineups from the last game that the Yankees played. We'll go over it. But I just want to touch on the power rankings. And we'll bring it up real quick because the Tampa Bay Rays are first. The Atlanta Braves are second. The New York Yankees are third. The San Diego Padres are fourth. And the LA Dodgers are fifth when it comes to the power rankings, right? The Yankees are the only American League team in the top 5 of power rankings. The New York Mets, they're number 9. I didn't want to do 1 through 10. I just want to do 1 through 5. There's a lot of other teams. But what's your thoughts, TC, when it comes to the power rankings in the second week of the season?
Well, yeah, it's early. And
the Rays and the Yankees. I'm sorry, the Rays and the Yankees are both from the AL.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's early. The Rays got off to that hot start, 13-0, but they've lost the last 3 out of 4, so they're coming back down to earth. The Braves are going to be hot all year. The Padres and Dodgers, I'm questioning that because they're both, I think, under 500 right now. I don't know how they're top 5, but the Yankees, hey, who would have thought we would be 10-6 with half our roster, gone? So.
Hey.
I'm happy with what we got right now. So we'll wait till everyone comes back. I just want to see, this is to all the fans. I just want to see a season where we have our full team on the field at the same time. Can we get that once? I mean, Hector, come on. Have you seen it yet?
I'm still waiting for Giancarlo Stanton to not be injured for once in a year. He's played 150 games once for us, and that's when we first got him. After that, he hasn't cracked 120 games in a season that he played. After that,
it's unfortunate. I mean, the guy, he can hit. We need him in that lineup. He makes, he's a threat, and now to have him out is the lineup, gets just a little bit weaker, and the bottom of our lineup is just terrible. We need Bader back. We need, I don't know, so much Donaldson. I'm not really looking forward to Donaldson coming back, but I really wish they would bring some of these kids up.
Check this out. So 2018, when his first year with the Yankees, hold on, I'm gonna remove this real quick. His first year with the Yankees, he played 158 games. 2019. He only played 18 games with the Yankees. 2020, he played only 23 games with the Yankees. And 2021, he played 139 games. And last year, 2022, 110 games. So since he's been here with the Yankees, he played 150 games once. He played more than 130 games twice. 110 games was 2022 last year, but 2019 only 18 games, and obviously 2020 the COVID shutdown season, 23 games. It's embarrassing. It honestly is bad. And look at the other players that the Yankees had to get rid of, or the Yankees couldn't use because we were stuck with Giancarlo Stanton as a DH. Miguel Andujar, his whole career was ruined because he couldn't move to DH. Luke Voigt. Was not a first baseman. They could have used him as a DH. He would have probably been a way better DH than Giancarlo Stanton was, and we could just keep him healthy, right? So not having that flexibility, and this is the one thing about the Yankees from the late 90s and the early 2000s with Joe Torre and with Joe Girardi. They didn't stick a single player as a DH. They were always rotating the DH. It wasn't one single player that was a DH all the time. It was a constant rotation of different players that were the DH. In 2009, it was Matsui, Damon, all these other players was rotating in and out of the DH spot.
Yeah, you got to keep the guys fresh. They can't play the field every game, but with Stanton, he's a liability out there in the outfield. So he's stuck, and it just your hands are tied in a lineup with just a strict DH player.
And also too, when Harrison Bader comes back, they're going to like slow him into things, right? They're going to have him go to AAA or Somerset, most likely AAA, Scranton, to get his work back in and take his time to come back up. But we need our guy Badar. We need Harrison Badar up here at the major league. I'm gonna keep on saying that man's name like that. I just love saying his name like that. We need Harrison Badar up here in the major league level, because what is Aaron Hicks doing? Another game where he goes 0 and he strikes out. But when are the Yankees going to figure it out that this man doesn't have what it takes to be here at the major league level anymore? It was good to see him on the road get a couple of singles that went up the middle that barely scraped through the infield. Right. If you're celebrating CNI singles, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, he's lost all his power. He can't hit anymore.
Got my guy Crackle Nuts in the building. Crackle Nuts, what it do, Crackle, my guy? Salute. If you guys can, we got 20 plus people in the building. Hit that like button. Let us get up to 30 likes during this stream. Like I said, we got 26 now in the building. So hit that like button. What are you doing? What are you doing?
If you're not
hit the like button.
What are you doing?
Hit the subscribe button. Because also, guys, we got a giveaway going on. Right. Shout out to our sponsors from Homage. When we get to 500 subscribers, we're at 390 right now. When we get to 500 subscribers, what we will have is a giveaway from Homage. You could choose either a Yankees or a Knicks sweater. When we get to 1,000 subscribers from Homage, you get to choose whether you want a Yankees or a Knicks jersey. So shout out to our guys, our sponsors from Homage. I think Jiggle Man's going to put it in the chat right now. You guys can retweet that tweet on from KOD Media. It gives you double the entry for the contest. So you're not going to enter once, you're going to enter twice if you retweet the tweet that Jigga will post in the chat momentarily. Shout out to our guy Ron and John from Still Nick Fans. What it do, Ronnie boy? Hope all is well. Here's the tweet right here. So if you guys go to Twitter, right, just go to Twitter. It will bring you to the tweet. All you got to do is retweet it, and it will enter you into the contest twice.
So do the people get to pick the jersey they want, or is it?
No. You get to pick which one, the ones that Homage want to give you, either Yankees or a Knicks one, and you get to choose which one that you want.
And the player as well.
Yeah, right? You get to choose which one that you want.
Yeah, Knicks jerseys are hot right now. Hot.
Oh, Knicks jerseys are hot right now. They're a hot ticket, a hot commodity right now.
Randall,
let's look at the last game from the Yankees and the Twins. Right, I'm gonna bring up the Yankees lineup. As well, hit that subscribe button for the boys, as well as the like button. Anthony Volpe led off the game. He was 1 for 4. Aaron Judge was 0 for 3. Anthony Calzone was 1 for 3. Gleyber Torres was 1 for 3. DJ LeMahieu had a couple of clutch hits. Shout out to DJ LeMahieu, was 2 for 4. Willie Calhoun, the DH, was 1 for 4. Ozzie Cabrera 0 for 3. Jose Trevino was 1 for 3, and Aaron Hicks, of course, 0 for 3 with a few strikeouts. Right? Are we surprised by that one? No, we're not surprised by this one. No. But you see, it was a lot of hits spread around the lineup. It was only 2 runs scored. Right? Happy that we got the 2 runs because we needed those 2 runs. But when it comes to this Yankees lineup, you pointed it out. We need to be more flexible. We can't just rely on the home run or bust type of ball. We can't just sit back and just wait for that home run to come, because you got to be able to hit with runners in scoring position. You got to be able to move guys from first to third on a single, right? You got to be able to do the little things to win the game. Like I said, I appreciate the fact that we won. I love winning the game 2-0, having Gerrit Cole go 9 innings. TC, if you want to read Gerrit Cole's stat line, go ahead.
Yeah, this one was hard. A lot of pitchers in this one, huh? Just Gerrit Cole. Gerrit Cole. Just like I said, a masterpiece. 2-hit shutout, complete game, only 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, his 4th win, and he's got a .95 ERA. I mean, this is phenomenal. But going back with the lineup, I think with Stanton out, Volpe will be leadoff, and I like where DJ LeMahieu is batting there in the 5th spot.
Same.
And then Bader will fit in nicely, I think, in the 9 hole. So give him like a Bader, Volpe, Judge, three in a row combo. And I think it'll give it a different look, a little more speed. We, like you said, we got to stop just relying on the home run. We can't be one dimensional. You know, get the wheels in motion, get some hit and runs, get some bunts. They have to find a way to generate runs. They got to do it now, because they can't wait till the postseason and just rely on the home run. We saw last year how it worked out. So
yeah, and like Jappo said, Volpe's ABs are looking better and
yeah,
better as the time goes on.
he's
Absolutely
heating
right.
up. He's
Heating
close.
up.
Yeah,
He's close to breaking out, and having him batting in front of Aaron Judge is going to help him out tremendously. You don't want to have that type of speed on the bases when Aaron Judge is up to bat, because a single could actually have him go from first to third, which we need. If he's at second base, he could easily score on a single from Aaron Judge. So you do not want to have that type of speed on the base paths if you're the opposing team. Right. So you got to do everything you can to go after Anthony Volpe, right? Shout out to my man Dripmore in the building. Dripmore, what it do? Salute, 3 capital S's. My guy Carlos with a K is in the building. Carlos, my brother, salute, my guy. I saw you in there earlier. I apologize for not saying what's up. Sunil's in the building. Sunil, what it do, brother? Hope all is well. Salute. Guys, I appreciate everybody for showing up. Mr. Rod Thompson's in the building. Listen, Rod, you've been doing your things on the Game Season Live, brother. You've been doing your things, Papa. You definitely
Ebony and Ivory. Things. I love it. I love
it's a good combination with you and Pete, bro.
Great
Honestly,
combo.
It's a great watch along.
If
Rod,
you're not
super
watching
knowledgeable.
that, you're missing out.
Yeah,
you're missing
definitely
out.
Missing out. Definitely missing out. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to NYY News TV. I know probably all of you guys are, but if you aren't, please go subscribe to NYY News TV.
It's like a, Raw and Peter is like a good veal parmesan, It's
yeah,
just,
there you go. There you go. And also, make sure you tune into Game Season Live tonight, because our friends Scott Braun and Eric Kratz will be on with Pete Simonetti. It's going to be a good one, trust me. Let's look at the Twins lineup real quick, because why not? We're nice to everyone, right? So the Twins, you got Julian up there at second base. He was 0 for 3. Carlos Correa, the shortstop, was 0 for 4. Byron Buxton, the DH, was 0 for 3. Larnick, the left fielder, was 0 for 2. Jose Miranda, if you guys didn't know, he is the cousin of the famous Lin-Manuel Miranda, who is known for his work with Hamilton, is known for his work for In the Heights. If you haven't seen the movie In the Heights, go and check that out. My girl had a scene in the Heights, so go make sure you go and check that out. But Jose Miranda, the third baseman, was 0 for 3. Dominic Solano, the first baseman, was 1 for 3. Max Kepler, who people kept trying to trade for and make him a Yankee, was 0 for 3 in right field. Christian Vasquez, the catcher, was 0 for 3. And Mr. Taylor, the center fielder, was 1 for 3. He plays phenomenal defense out there in center field. That's one thing that man does. He plays phenomenal Gold Glove defense. For the pitching side of things, go ahead, read it off, TC.
Well, it was Pablo Lopez for the Twins. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits. It was a good game. Only 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks. It was a great pitching matchup, but Cole just had the best of them. Lax pitched an inning, struck out 2, and Pagan finished it off, and he had 1 walk and 1 strikeout. And unfortunately for the Twins, Pablo Lopez, he took the loss. Going against Gerrit Cole, it's almost a guaranteed loss at this point.
And for you Yankee fans that were waiting for Pablo Lopez to become a free agent so the Yankees can sign him, you can't wait anymore, because the Minnesota Twins gave him an extension. I think it was a 4-year extension for $75 million, $76 million, something like that. And hey, if you're the Twins, you got to strike while the iron's hot. They were able to give him that extension. Now he's going to be a Twin for the next 5 years, right? We got a Michael Caputo sighting in the chat. Caputo's happy. He's happy about Gerrit Cole. Oh my God. Yes. Wow. Cy Young Cole in the building.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Caputo said Cy Young.
Happy that Gerrit Cole is pitching the way he's pitching. Like my man Dripmore said, like and subscribe to the Yankees Morning Brew. Dripmore, I appreciate you. Tyler Tabbett, he has the numbers. 4 years, $73.5 million for your guy Pablo Lopez. Listen, like I said, Minnesota, you did a good thing. You were able to sign this man, avoid his last years of arbitration. You have him for the next 5 seasons, this season and then 4 years after that. So shout out to the Twins for locking him in, and shout out to Pablo Lopez. He got that money now. He got that moolah.
Yeah.
Crackle Nuts. We don't need to extend guys unless it's Hicks. That's Aaron. That's Brian Cashman's motto right there. The only person he wants to extend it is Aaron Hicks.
I think Hicks has some dirt on these guys. It's got to be
something. He has a recording or two of somebody saying some inappropriate language.
Something.
Oh man, look, Jigga Man put it, ladies and gentlemen, stand by. We are calling to see if hell has frozen over. Caputo is showing love to Gerrit Cole.
Yeah.
My guy, NYY News,
Oh,
Ruben's in the building.
Ruben.
Ruben,
Yeah.
you can never be late, my guy. You can
Nope.
never be late. Appreciate you for tapping in. Like I said before, if you guys can, hit that like button for the boys as we continue the conversation. And the Yankees, they got a game tonight. Let's look at that game tonight. Let's look at that matchup.
Angels are in
the LA
town.
Angels. The Angels are in town. Man, I was upset, bro, because I really wanted Thursday's game to be Shohei Ohtani, but Shohei Ohtani misses his opportunity to get blown up at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, they don't want him facing the Yankees.
They don't want him facing the Yankees. So the Angels are 8-8 on the season. If you guys seen that, Houston Astros have been struggling out the gate. We love seeing that. When the Astros start losing, you know, as
better
Yankee
than
fans
that.
are celebrating.
Love it.
It looks like it's going to be a hitter's game tonight because Suarez pitches for the Angels. He is 0-1 on the season with a 10.80 ERA and 8.1 innings pitched against the Yankees' favorite pitcher, Clark Smith, who is 0-0 on the season with an 8.44 ERA and 10.23 of innings. So get your popcorn out. It's going to be an offensive treat tonight at Yankee Stadium between Suarez and Clark Smith.
I hope this one I don't turn off early. I want a game. I want to watch a game. I don't want to turn it off. Come on.
Come on, Schmidt. And also too. Thank you, Sunil. It felt like Joey Gallo, he was put on the IL just so he wouldn't have to be in Yankee Stadium, just so he could avoid the hate that Yankee fans was ready to throw on him. Joey Gallo, you dodged the bullet. But we see you later on in the season as well at Yankee Stadium. So you better show up and you better get ready for them boos.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Face the fans.
Face the music. Face the music. Let me see right now. The next time the Yankees and Twins play, they play the 24th through the 26th, but that's in Minnesota. When's the next time they come to the stadium? Because I'm going to make sure I get a game for this. I go to the game for this.
I don't know if they make return trips now with the schedule the way it is.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just
don't forget we play every team.
You're right. You're right. I'm not sure either. Let me just check as I look at the rest of the schedule. Hold on. I'm in August right now. And it's weird. The first series that we play against Houston is like at the end of July and like August.
Yeah, let me see.
No, it's August and September. Yeah, no, that's it.
That's it. Twins, we play 7 games. That's it. 3 more.
Yeah, that's it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, he definitely dodged the bullet with that one.
He did. He just snuck in unnoticed. Just hey, they forgot about me. Ha ha ha. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't forget about you. Jappo says he'll be at the stadium tonight. Can't possibly be worse than the last one I went to. He was there for that game, going versus Minnesota.
That's
my guy. Oh God.
Too bad.
Oh, too bad for you, Jappo. But yeah, hopefully it's better. You can't be worse than what happened in game 1 the other day. Also, as well, guys, if you guys can, like Jigga Man just posted in the chat, hold on. The Knights Edition app is live on iOS and Android, right? You could download, connects to your sports book, participate in the tournaments we have running over here on the Knights Edition, and enjoy the Dejan feed, right? If you guys don't understand it, just check this out. If you're someone who is into sports betting, right? Say like TC, he's on the app. They would show the TC's record on all of his bets. You're able to follow TC as he is betting in live, right? So as TC is betting, you get to jump on the same bets TC is doing, right? Because they'll rank who's the better bettors on the app. They'll let you know TC's number 1, I'm number 2, Jigga Man's number 3. Now you get to see the bets that we place. And if you want to copy the same bets, you're able to copy the same bets. What it does is it allows you to earn prizes just for signing up with the app and using it on other sports books, right? So if you guys are into sports betting, the Knights Edition app is where you want to be, 100%. The Yankee Cow is in the building. Yankee Cow, how you doing?
Good to see all the regulars in here.
Yeah, good to see all the regulars. CrackleNut says Joey Gallo has no dirty picks on Cashman, unlike hits. Absolutely. Ruben says we need Volpe and Cabrera to get it going to lengthen the lineup. 100% agree with you, Ruben. Yes. And I think Volpe is starting to come around into shape, into form. When it comes to Cabrera, it's like he has some at-bats where he works the count. right? And when he works the count, he does wonders. Then he has other at-bats where he jumps on the first or the second pitch, right? And he has to figure out a happy medium in between. When he's able to work the count, it does amazing wonders for him. But when he's trying to jump on that first pitch fastball, that second pitch fastball, he gets caught in between. He's a little late and it's a pop-up, right? I have faith in Cabrera. I'd rather have Cabrera out there than Aaron Hicks.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, I'm not trying to come for my guy.
Yeah, the athletic ability with Cabrera is far above Hicks.
100%, 100%. Guys, we are getting to that time right now. If I may ask you guys, if you can, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're watching this on a playback, before we disappear, TC, is there anything else you want to jump out there for the people?
No, just looking forward to this game today. I want to see a bounce back today with Schmidt and tomorrow with Brito. I want to see the offense kind of mix it up, not just rely on the home run. Just I want to see some I want to see some excitement, doubles, single, triples. Let's see some offense today. I mean, that's the thing that's concerning me this year. Like it was last year, is this offense. The pitching has been terrific, but it's this offense that concerns me.
Yeah, no, I agree, TC. It's we can't be one dimensional. We got to be able to do the little things to get guys on, move guys over, get that sacrifice fly, get the single with guys in scoring position. We don't need you to hit a 5-run or a 10-run home run or hit 5 home runs a game. Every win, minus the one from Sunday, we've had a home run in every win so far, right? We need to spread that around.
That's how they win.
We need to spread that around. Also, guys, the New York Yankees, they're the only team in Major League Baseball as of now that has not lost a series.
Yeah.
We have not lost a series. We won the first 4 and we split the one with the Angels. We have not lost a series so far.
Very happy about that.
For all you Yankee fans out there, Gio Urshela will be making his return to Yankee Stadium tonight. So I know you Yankee fans out there that was in love with Gio are going to have a good treat tonight. I definitely miss Gio. I definitely would take Gio Urshela over Josh Donaldson any given day of the week. But like always, guys, go ahead, TC.
No, I mean, I'm out here in California and I watch Angel games just for that. I mean, I like Trout and Ohtani, but I'm pulling for Gio. I mean, honestly, I watch all his at-bats. I love that guy.
Same. But guys, we are at that time. Appreciate everyone for tuning into the show. Yes. You guys can catch me later on tonight on Grunts Baseball. We are doing the OFP show at 6 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that. And as well, you can catch us on the Big Blue and the Bronx later on tonight. The Knicks watch along. Game 2, myself, Jiggerman Paulo, Alex, and Luca, the Twin Bills. It's going to be an amazing time tonight.
Game season live. Don't forget that.
You grab your popcorn, you grab your chicken. Talking about chicken nuggets. McDonald's brought the spicy chicken nuggets back. So I had to have some yesterday. They were amazing. My toilet hated me this morning, so I'm just letting you guys know that right now. Also tonight, NYY News TV with our friend Pete, with Scott Braun and Eric Kratz is going to be an amazing thing. Be safe, all you Yankee fans out there. Yes. And like always, we love you.
Love you, Hector. Peace out.
Love you too, TC. Peace.